Hey, what's up? I'm Michael.
And I'm Ryan.
This is All Day Unpacked with the special vacation edition. As you know, we did the pack open recently. And Ryan, I got to ask, how you liking that New England Patriots team melt that you got?
I sold that motherfucker. I wanted to burn it, but you can't burn a rare.
Well, yeah.
So I decided to unload it, and I made some decent money. So good for me.
Good for you.
Get that Patriot shit out of here. Huh?
So, yeah, good for you. Good for you.
I was just going to say, what was your best moment that you pulled? Or your favorite moment that you pulled?
I mean, there was only 3 in the pack, so the only one I got the one you wanted, which was the Josh Allen rare. But I like that one. I think that it's his debut. I think I like him as a ball player. Once he leaves the Jaguars, I'm sure that'll like double in value. So,
yeah.
Anyway,
sure.
So yeah, there was a little bit of controversy around the drop yesterday. So 150 people got extra packs. Some got an extra standard pack for the rewind. And then some also got an extra rare pack. So some people out there got 2 rare moments for the price of 1. And some people were pretty unhappy about that, especially because everybody else, me and you included, only got a $10 Dapper credit, no extra pack.
Hey, but that's $10 to the store, man. I mean, that goes a long way.
Yeah, that'll get you, what, 3
I can
Carson
get a third
Wentz's.
of a Jermaine Pratt for that.
Yeah, but it does. I mean, look, they didn't have to do anything, so I appreciate them doing the $10. But I don't know. It just, it feels like some people certainly made off.
It was a kick in the balls.
I mean, hey, it's no big ticket 49, right?
Right. Well, yeah. I'm wondering how many packs did Big Ticket 49 actually pull?
So I actually looked. He got 1 pack.
Okay.
He did get 1 pack. So he didn't happen to luck out once again. He faced the reality that we all also face. And on top of that, he pulled a DJ Moore. So didn't even get one of the
good for him.
Ones. His luck ran out after the Joe Mixon legendary pull that he had the other week.
That motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, that also, we're gonna really do we're gonna do our work. We're trying to find Big Ticket 49 to bring him on for an interview. So if anybody's got any leads, let us know. We're trying to track him down, but we are committed to getting Big Ticket 49 here for an exclusive interview.
He will be here.
Absolutely.
He will. We will get him one way or another.
Happen. Yeah,
we'll track him
absolutely.
down. Yes. So in the packs, it was what? There was 6 new rares. It was Ezekiel Elliott, Josh Allen. It was the Patriots, Team Melt. There was DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and I can't remember who the 6th one was.
The highest priced one of all, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, there you go, Aaron Rodgers. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So those 6.
So what are? So let's talk about what are they actually going for? I think what is Aaron Rodgers like 275?
Yep. So 275. The Patriots team melt's going for like about 150 range, and then the other 4 are kind of in that.
Maybe a little bit higher than that if you check my wallet.
Well, yeah, a few of them did sell for more than that, but they've all come down a little bit. But the one thing I'll say too is like the prices right now for these 6 rares is kind of artificially high because only 30% of the total, population of these moments got released yesterday. So there's going to be more, and they're alluding that a lot of these rare moments are going to be in future challenges as well.
Really? Okay, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
And so only 30%.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's why you're seeing.
Yeah, that's going to keep the price nice and high.
Exactly. That's why. So they'll come down. I imagine Aaron Rodgers will probably get in that kind of like 180 range at some point. And a lot of the other ones will get more in that 50 to 60 range. I'll be interested to see what the Patriots team melt, because a lot of those team melts, sometimes they do really well, but there are 1,200 of that one versus like the Bills one is such a limited.
Oh, there's that's right. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you kind of wonder what that one's going to go for, because I think it's the Dolphins that's 1,200 too, and that one's kind of lower.
Yeah, exactly.
So speaking of new challenges, there was supposed to be a challenge that I think it was supposed to drop today, and it didn't, and there was technical issues, and I saw a lot of comments on Twitter, people getting pissed off about it. So what info you got on that?
I mean, same info as you. It's just the challenge got delayed just due to some technical issues or some logistical issues. So it makes you wonder what it's going to be, right? I mean, I know everybody's thinking about it, but it obviously it's not going to be a revolving around anybody that's played or doing anything yet. So yeah, I don't know. Do you have any guesses on what it could even be this time?
Well, I'm kind of wondering if they're having technical difficulties. It kind of makes me. I mean, it could be anything,
Yeah.
right? But I just kind of wonder if it's going to be something different than we've seen before. Because obviously, if there's technical difficulties, you would think they would have figured it out the first time. So maybe they're trying to do something like. I mean, I think of like the first challenge they had, where they had like the 7 slots, where they had like you had to kind of put people in those slots. I'm just wondering if it's going to be something. I don't know. Maybe you have to have like a certain amount of like percentage of something from like a team, or I don't know. I feel like it's going to be like a whole new area,
Yeah.
something we haven't witnessed yet.
Yeah, I mean, maybe completing a team would be rough just because there's so many legendaries. So maybe it's having a certain number from a team. But the one thing that I keep
Right.
seeing whenever I go to the marketplace, I always see the play type, and I'm always thinking to myself, like, what like there's got to be something about play type in that it's part of a challenge or something,
Right.
because it's just such an obscure thing to have be on that list of like ways to sort.
Right.
So I keep waiting. I know that there's going to be a play type challenge coming. I don't know if this is the time, but it just feels like that has got to happen.
Well, they also kind of have to have like a bottleneck, something that kind of they don't want to have too many people get the challenge. They want to make it so like like only certain people can get it. So they have to like I mean, if you think about every single one we've seen so far, the 2, there's always kind of a bottleneck that kind of happens.
Yeah.
Where there's certain players you can't get. So you got to figure they're going to do something where they find an area where they know that like a Donald Driver or Mark Brunell, or kind of I'm trying to remember who it was. It was like I think it was the Titans in the last challenge, where they kind of had the more expensive rares.
Well, wasn't that? Yeah, they had
that were
fewer
harder to
rares,
get.
so those are the ones that kind of pop.
Fewer rares, but again, you'd have to pony up
Yeah.
for them. So it's just like they kind of know that that's going to happen. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like you think about the last challenge and it was like the rares are more expensive, but the amount that it went up, like if you look, like for instance, a lot of the rares that were like $40 rares popped up to like 70, 80, $90. So they doubled.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, that's a lot. $90 is a lot, but it's really interesting. And I'm sure that like Dapper is looking at this, but before Donald Driver was going for $9 and he popped to $90, right? I mean, he was up, he like 10x'd. So it's like there's like this sweet spot of $90 to $100. It seems like that people are willing to pay because of the pack premium to get that pack.
Yeah.
And so I'll be curious to see like how they kind of try to push the limits on this one. I would anticipate.
Right. Well, what's your?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what's your opinion on that? I mean, here's the thing. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna sell myself out and just say that in the last 2 challenges, I've chosen to sell like a Donald Driver and make the big bucks, and I sold a Jermaine Pratt last time, and I sold a Shaq Barrett and a few other guys, and pulled a decent amount, which allowed me to kind of buy the guys that I actually want to get. In a way, it kind of almost feels like if you're sitting on some of these guys, it's like you want to get the pack because you love the idea of getting a legendary. But for me, yeah, maybe I missed out on a legendary, but I really feel like I've probably done better in selling the guys than I have in actually trying to get the
Well,
pack.
yeah,
and I understand the allure of trying to the gambling, the idea of trying to get that legendary, or maybe get that one guy. But it almost feels like it's more cost effective to actually sell.
Yeah, I mean, you were lucky enough to be able to sell some extra moments and still have moments left so that you could get the pack too. So I don't know if everybody's in that position.
That's
right?
true.
Some people probably have to decide: do I want to get the pack or do I want to, sell moments? Right? They like, for instance, like that last, that rare one. Like maybe like like you said, maybe you had 3 rare guys and you could have sold them and made $40-$50 a piece. Is it worth $150? To get the opportunity to get that pack? I mean, to me,
yeah, I'm saying if you're sitting there with like if you need 6 or 7 moments and you're just like an average collector and you've got 3 of the 6 or 7, is it worth putting up these big bucks to try and get it? And I'm going to say, and I hate to admit it, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think you're right. If you were to look at the kind of return on investment or whatever, it's probably not. But I think there's like
Right.
There's just that whole thing. For me, I mean, all the way back to when I was a kid, and you were a kid opening,
Yeah.
packs of cards, it's like,
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I remember when I would only need 3 or 4 to complete a set, and I'd be buying packs, still trying to pull that guy. When mathematically your chances were.
But there wasn't a
Yeah,
marketplace.
there wasn't a marketplace.
The marketplace was the neighborhood.
Yeah,
you know?
or to go to or find a card shop that you could go to that had it, that wanted to
Right.
charge you an arm and a leg
Right.
for it. So it's there's still some of that ingrained, I think, in a lot of people's heads, where it's like you just there's a gambling component to it. It is awesome to just have
Absolutely.
that potential to pull. For in this pack, it was maybe you get lucky and pull that Aaron Rodgers. In the one before, it was maybe you get lucky and you get a legendary or something. So there's a lot of great
Sure.
potential there.
So speaking of challenges, I hope that this challenge actually drops maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know when it's actually going to finish up, but they need to get it completed and get it out to us. So hopefully we get some news soon. What do you
Yeah, I
think?
agree. Looking forward to it. I don't know if it'll happen over the weekend. I'm thinking next week sometime, but absolutely excited about it, and be something else to talk about in our next one.
Perfect. All right. Well, we'll see you later, folks.
All right, peace.